And welcome back here to Wembley Lacrosse Club for our second live streaming game of the day. My name is Tony Watts and I'll be in commentary today with the ever-lovely Linton Arscott. Linton, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for giving up your time after your game this morning. And how did the girls go this morning?
Yeah, they did quite well actually against Victoria. You know, Victoria are a powerhouse in the women's game, and you know, the New South Wales Queensland team is a bit of a development team because they don't play any club lacrosse at all over there. So all they do is train. So it's a little bit different when you come and play matches. But they stepped up this week and improving, and that's what the whole process was about.
That is 100% what the process is about. And just like this game here, we've got Victoria, who obviously beat South Australia and beat WA and go straight through to grand final or against the Eastern Allstars. And we have the teams out in the field, and we're just about to see the teams come up here. And here we go with the Eastern All-Stars men's lacrosse state team, and there's been a lot of progression through the week. They had a bit of offense against SA yesterday, and while didn't get a goal on the board, and they've obviously played WA as well. And but Victoria, you know, Victoria will be looking at processing a few things, and here is the Victorians team as we look. So obviously stacked with the players. They've had a couple of really good games this week, Lip, and they'll be looking to polish off some things for the final.
You know, when you look at the Victoria lineup with, you know, Chris Plum, Australian player, Peter Quass, you know, he's just been over playing with Onondaga in college again for his second year and made the second All-Star team. Which is a
fantastic effort, and it's great to see the young Aussies over there making their own. And the referees are just having a chat to the two sides here. And we're going to have an interview now with Greg Mollison, I believe. I'm here with the through to the final head coach of Victoria 2018 team, Greg Mollison. Greg Mollison, great to have you here. Must be pleased to be through to the final tomorrow.
It is pleasing. It's a relief, but we've been lucky. We played well against South Australia. We played fairly well against Western Australia, and we look forward to taking on New South Wales, Queensland today.
Yeah, and obviously get a good opportunity to run through some processes in this game and just fine-tune that game for tomorrow.
Yeah, look, this team's really young, inexperienced. We'll be able to utilise that and run some of our plays, but yeah, it's very important that we honour the opponent that we have and respect them. They're not here to just to play, make up numbers. They're here to compete, and we've got to make sure that we do that too.
And it's fantastic to see them here. On just a quick one on tomorrow. Must be looking forward to it. Who's going to stand out tomorrow for you to get over the game?
I'll be looking at guys like Cam McKinnon, Chris Plum, Caleb Hall. Our goalie Sean Aaron, all the Australian representatives in the team, and there's a few guys that'll stand up and be counted. Have no fault about that. All
right, well, we wish you very best for today, and the sun's shining out, which is fantastic, and good luck for tomorrow, mate. All the best.
Thanks, Tom. Thanks very much.
No worries. And we thank Greg Mollison there for giving up his time at the start of the game and the warm-up. We do really appreciate the efforts of the coaches being able to come and have a chat to us at both quarter times, half times and things like that. Lip, really good.
Yeah, it's just good to get a perspective from a coach and, you know, what they're trying to do and the process they're going to go through in a game.
So, again, we really appreciate that. I'm just going to send a special mention in that interview before then. One of the young lads from the Eastern All-Stars, Jack Stokes, there's your name, mate, Jack Stokes. He said he can't believe he's in a live stream today for lacrosse, and all his mates back in New South Wales and Sydney are going to be watching. So to all Jack's mates out there, we hope he has an outstanding game today and you get to see everything that he does. And it's fantastic that the ALN can bring this to you, to bring this fine sport, and that's what this game's about, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's what it is. And, you know, to the ALN's credit, and Timmy, what he does for the sport's tremendous. You know, you only got to go online and have a look at the views that's watch these sort of games. It's outstanding.
And we can't thank enough the guys around us, the TAFE guys who are doing all this hard work. And, you know, without them, this wouldn't happen either. And obviously to the other people involved, you know, a big thank go out to that, because while we get to sit here and talk on a microphone, we don't even get to do that without the hard work that is behind us. So from us, thank you very much, and it's been a pleasure to be here this week, and we're looking forward to tomorrow too after this game.
Oh, yes.
So it looks like we'll have a WA Vic
men and women's
men and women finals. So as the two teams are just about to be introduced onto the field here, The sun, while it was just drizzling with rain, and we're having a lovely, and here comes the Eastern All-Stars out on the field, so we wish them the best of luck in this round game against the ever-conquering Victorians at the moment. So let's see how these boys go and enjoy the moment, because it's a fantastic opportunity. As Victoria come out onto the field here, and little claps there, and the boys are lining up. The big side, actually, the Eastern All-Stars.
Yeah, they are. They're fairly, and you know what? You know, being involved with the women's side of it, and you know, we're staying with the guys as well. They're a great bunch of guys, just positive. You know, just want to grow their sport, their game in New South Wales, and they're having a ball. And
I've got 5 referees out there. I'm just trying to pick up who they are. I see Dave Campbell out there. I see Timmy Kennedy running around again. Just not picking him up on the screen at the moment. But we wish the men in black and white all the best today too.
Yeah.
And I know that it's a big honour for them to be running these games and to be put into the championship finals tomorrow. So they'll be putting their best foot forward, no doubt.
Yeah, and it'll all come down to the flag throwing, I reckon, mate. It'll get the height.
Yeah, look, we did have a conversation in the South Australian and WA game earlier that there was some good flag height throwing. Although there was a couple that dribbled out, and I'm sure the assessors will be all over that, as we are. And if you missed out on the initial games here, South Australia were 4-6 up at three-quarter time, and WA came back with a 7-1 last quarter to win 11-7. So congratulations to WA, and obviously in the women's game, Victoria got over the Eastern All-Stars.
24-5.
24-5. So about to have the first face-off here. We've got
Sean Clark, I reckon.
Sean Clark, who gets the first fast man break here, kicks it down, dead, and a great save there from the keeper.
Sam Williams.
Excellent job, and he stepped out of bounds, so fantastic. One shot, one save for the keeper.
Yep.
So Eastern All-Stars to clear this ball. Shot on cage there by Alexander Pike. Just not getting it home, and Williams did a great job down low. And even in the first game, the men's game, both goalies really good for their respective sides. So goalie standing up here today as the Eastern All-Stars bring it down. And kicks it over to Sam Green. Sam Green with the ball. Just kicking it down the back here. Flicks it over, and they're just getting a touch of the ball. Jared Neal there to Omar Al-Kayat, who gets a shot off. And good to see the Eastern All-Stars putting the Victorian keeper under pressure there.
Omar Al-Kayat will be representing New Zealand in the Worlds as well.
Which is fantastic. And he's been a great exponent for lacrosse in New Zealand, hasn't he?
Yeah, and New South Wales, especially New South Wales the last 6 years as well.
So just a little bit of pressure on there. Feeds it behind to Bronkhorst. Bronkhorst just assesses what he's got here. We've got Omar just giving him an outlet. Doesn't take it. Kicks it over there.
Jared Neal.
To Jared Neal. Jared Neal liked what he saw with a shorty. Ball kicks down, a bit of a hidden there, just in case the camera didn't keep up with that. It sort of flicked out and looked like it was coming back, but New South Wales, or the Eastern All-Stars, just giving it up there, but an unfortunate bounce, and it came off the Victorian.
Jacob Myers at X.
Foot there. Russell just kicked it out of bounds and gives it back to the Eastern All-Stars. So the Eastern All-Stars having a little bit of offence here.
Omar Al-Kayat.
Omar looking in, and they're the ones that sometimes go your way. But Victoria hustling on the ground ball. But it's good to see that the Eastern All-Stars in there battling this ball. As the ball
Jared Neal's a little bulldog.
As the ball is still on the ground here, and a great ground ball there.
Jack Stokes
just steps in, and we were just talking about him before. There you go for all his friends. Gave a really hard tussle and runs it down, and a great effort there from Jack to try and turn that over. Victoria will come into attack now. As they just, the hands up to just settle it into attack, and just drops what was a fairly easy one there from Ardrossi. kicks it out here to Gibson. 1-on-1. Just running up the post. Great check there. Fantastic check. As the pressure is kept on. A really good check there from the defence. And
Romain Watson, number 3.
Victoria just setting up down the
Nice
post.
cut.
And another
Sammy.
fantastic save.
Sammy Williams on
That is
fire.
a great save, and it's just popped up, and the goalie will take that ball. Crease infringement. What a great save, Lip.
Yep.
That's two shots, 2 saves. And Sammy Williams on fire early in this game for the Eastern All-Stars. He'd be pleased with that start.
Yep. Sammy's a very good goalie. A Wembley boy.
A Wembley boy.
Yeah.
Loves the home ground.
Home ground advantage.
Home ground advantage. So longies of Raphael. Just giving it back to Williams. Oh, that could be ugly. Clear wasn't so great there from Williams, but the ball is loose in the centre here. Great pick up there from the Victorian shorty, and moves it on well.
So a pretty tight game at the moment, 0-0. Victoria just getting a little bit of possession in offence.
As we welcome our boundary rider for this game, Hayley Safaris, welcome to the commentary.
Thank you very much for having me.
You must be loving the fact that the sun's come out down there and that little bit of drizzle that we thought was going to happen pre-game is shining on you.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day. It's a nice winter's day, so certainly can't complain.
And as we just see one get past Williams there, it's the first one. Third shot for Victoria. And
Alexander Pike.
Alexander Pike, who's seen plenty of minutes in this first little bit. And so the conditions down there are very good.
Yeah, it's nice down here on ground level. Yeah, certainly can't complain.
Excellent. Well, we appreciate you boundary riding for us on this great day. We're sitting up here in the nice and warm, but it's much better to be down where the real live action's happening.
Yeah, it's in the action. It's fun, for sure.
So as we have the first goal there to Victoria, and they go out to a 1-0 lead.
Pike just kicking the ball behind.
Victoria back into offence.
To James Lawson and then
Bramall.
Chris Plum.
As we, Victoria just sending out some guns. Beats there, good double, but looks inside, just dropped that ball, and Williams has been all over this early. Just flicks it up there. And Adrian White with the ball.
Oh,
putting it up, but there's a loose scramble to be had here, and
yeah.
I think, just missed it, but his opportunity again.
Oh.
And great pick up there.
Well, Lachlan
Victoria
Russell.
from Lachlan Russell. And Victoria back in, and Longy just winds his way into the crease as Longy's like to do after getting a good ground ball. Looks
nice
inside, ball. And a great little feed in there, and a great finish from Lawson. And he'll be happy to get on the board early in this one. But a great feed behind, and keeper came out to try and cut that down and just left space behind. Yep. So, but Williams has been doing a great job in there. So a good start for Victoria here. And
2-0.
That is 2-0. As I said, just lost the ball there. He tried to pick that off, and you can see on the replay there just wondering how he didn't get that.
So Sam Green for New South Wales Queensland at the face.
We've got Clarkey in there for Victoria, and we've got another illegal procedure. And I don't know about you, Lip, but there was about 80% of illegal procedures in the game before in the men, and you'd think these guys taking face-off would have some idea of what they're supposed to be doing by now. Or maybe it's getting picky.
Yeah, it's interesting with the face-off. It really is. Some refs are really, really picky, and some just let it flow.
As we get Plummy just kicks it over. Big Tim Ratch, just go and get out of my way. I'm going to throw a bomb at you. And another great save there from Williams. That's 3 out of about 5 shots. So he's going at about 66% at the moment, Sammy Williams with the saves. But Big Ratchy just went, I'm gonna bully here. And certainly just barged through and
comes through the long pole. Michael Iverack.
Iverack with the ball, just pumps it down. Oh, nearly a great pick up there, but made it really difficult on his counterpart and made Meyer really have to work hard for it. But good pressure there. Goalies without arm guards, they always wear one or two. Where that good riding pressure here from the Eastern All-Stars as Victoria just switched the ball and opened it up the other side. And we'll have it coming down into offense with the first goal scorer of this game, Pike. Just kicks it down the back.
Dossie.
And loose ball here. We've got a loose ball interference. The ball will go blue. So Victorian ball here. I shouldn't say blue. They're both sort of blue, aren't they, Lip?
Yep.
But Victorian ball here.
We'll go red.
We'll go red for...
Yeah. For New South Wales, Queensland.
So up to the top here.
Chris Plum.
Plummy, who's...
on to Marty Hyde. Bit of experience here.
Co-captain of the Australian Sharks, Mr. Plum. Just getting off. And a great, another great save there from Williams. He's certainly getting plenty of shots put on him. But
nice dodge.
Oh, and he's got a moving pick. He's called a moving pick.
Great defense.
Great defense from the Eastern All-Stars. And the ball will turn over. Probably wanted in a shorty's hands at this point, but long stick has gone and Raphael has gone, nope, I've got this. And Plummy putting pressure all over Bobby Bride there. And made it really difficult for the Longie to pick that ball up. And again, they've just bombed it down the field. But,
get his big body here. Jack Stokes off.
Great ball there. And Bobby Bride backing up his own work in the centre. And we've got...
Big Jack Stokes with the ball.
Big Jack Stokes. Talked about him earlier. A lot of pressure in there. Really, really impressed with Bobby Bride there. Yeah. He was in that contest down earlier and ran down really hard to be a... That's what we love to see in lacrosse, isn't it? Helping your teammates out even though things aren't going right for you or didn't go right for you.
Omar got the ball here in the middle.
So Omar with the ball. Just assessing, probably saying, look, let's get some time. Obviously, Victoria pushing out.
Jacobs Meyer. Nice little dodge.
And
crease
infringement. And we've got the ball coming back here to the Victorian keeper.
Nice little move, though.
Really good. Just a crease infringement, but certainly getting towards the goal. As Dobbo.
They're setting up a bit of a zone righty, I reckon.
Dobbo there and kicks it up to Pike, who's done a fair bit of work so far. Kicking it on there to Gibbo.
Young cow.
Gibbo kicks it up to Drossi, who just steps inside, looks up the top, and we've got a flag here. But goal being scored there, and Pius, Pius doing his work well in front of the cage and putting it away. We've got a flag. 2-3, illegal body before the goal, so we'll have a face-off. And Pius with a fantastic finish there, and the Eastern All-Stars will be in a man-down situation for 1 minute. But 3-0 early in this, or about halfway actually through this first quarter. And the East Victoria aren't having it their own way here, Lip. They're certainly putting shots on. Williams has been good in the cage.
All-Stars are putting a bit of pressure on. Nice pick up there by Plummy.
Plummy's just in that Aussie mode at the moment, a month away from travelling, and just there, Pikey with the ball. And he kicks it down to Adrossi, who kicks it up there to Lawson. Who kicks it up to Quassi. Haley, what are you seeing down there at the moment? Obviously, the ball is coming up and back a little bit down there, but the Eastern All-Stars certainly getting on board, and as we see another shot there from Williams.
Yeah, I think Victoria's certainly starting to find their feet now. East Coast is definitely doing a good job of applying pressure all over the field, and as you said, Sammy Williams is doing a great job in the cage. I'm sure Victoria want to try and continue to sharpen up a little bit as the game goes on. But yeah, all in all, it looks like a great contest so far.
The other thing, Haley, I know you're engaged to Chris Plum, so How's his training and that going with the Aussie stuff? Is he working hard?
Yeah, he's doing a great job. It's been a long process, as we all know. The campaigns kind of start about 2 years out, so it's a grind for those, I guess, 24 months. And I always feel like the last 6 months kind of takes forever, but then also flies by at the same time. So he's been doing a great job, as of I'm sure all the rest of the guys getting their bodies ready, and I'm sure they're loving just being able to get some good game time now before we head over to Israel next month.
Yeah. All right, thank you very much.
As we just saw 2 shots there for Victoria on the cage, one hitting the bar and another fantastic save from Williams. He's certainly standing up. Came out to the man, and while the shot was coming, and long stick coming down here.
Fast break.
Victoria looking in, nice cut, great finish. Caleb Hall with a fantastic finish there. Great cut through the middle, and nothing that Williams could do about that one. So Caleb Hall getting his name on the scoreboard, and Victoria go out to a 4-0 lead. But I'm going to say the Victorians have had 10 shots, and Williams has had 6 saves and 1 bar.
That's pretty good stuff for Sammy.
So make that 11 shots. I can't count. For all those out there in internet land, I know my maths isn't the best, but
we try.
So we've got plenty of people on the live stream. If you're on the live stream, you want to send us a comment, tell us how we're going, how the game's going, or what you're liking about it. We love bringing this to you. As a little rip there, fast band break, and Lawson gets his second. And but if you're on the line, give us a shout out, and we will endeavour to answer any questions maybe, or just give us a quick shout out and we'll shout out back to you.
Great centre draw there from Nathan Bell too. Got that fasty happening.
Yeah, and just in that previous game, yes, 11-7 WA over South Australia.
Got pretty exciting there at one stage.
After it was 6-4 at three-quarter time, so a fantastic effort from the WA boys to get over the South Australian boys in that what was effectively a knockout final to get into the final. So we got
Nathan Bell again.
Long
Winds up as well.
Elsop looking. He likes it. Oh, just puts it past. And Longies always love having a shot, don't they? It was a great fake.
He should have had a ping the first time. He was more open the first time when he came running down.
With Millsop there just going, you know what? I'm going to have a crack. He had a fake like your son there, Lip.
Yeah.
Just drew the defender the other way. Shout out to Mr. Nathan Arscott, if you're watching. And Victoria bringing it back in to here, and there will be an attack again as kicks out.
Peter Quass kicks. Peter Quass.
And Lawson just saying,
from Quass, yeah.
I like this game. He's got 3 now in the first quarter, and Quassy, great look inside there. Obviously Quassy over in the States at the moment, or come back from the States.
Yep.
And it's great to see a lot of our boys heading over there and getting the experience and bringing it back to Australian lacrosse. So I wish Quassy all the best. But a great look inside, and he's certainly growing into a bit of a man mountain now, Quassy.
Oh, he's always been a man mountain, but I think he's just, matured a little bit since he's been over the States and, brought the game, his game now.
So we've got Green in the face there.
Nathan Bell again.
Nathan
Fast
Bell.
break.
And that one's just about great dive by the keeper. And he's got it back. He's just doing the 1%ers, isn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, if you were given an MVP, you'd give it out right now.
Oh, right now.
In the first quarter.
Especially for that dive.
That dive was sensational, and it was just enough to get to where he needed to be. And that shows that there's some experience there in the keeping ranks to understand the game. So the Eastern All-Stars just getting out of defence. They kick it back at the moment.
Just slowing it down a bit.
And yeah, we just thanks Ethan. Yeah, Peter just won a championship in the States, so he'd be on top of the world right now.
Yeah.
As Victoria,
nice bit of pressure there by
struggling to pick up the ball, but there we go.
Great bit of work there by Bobby Pride again.
Bobby Pride doing a great job for the Eastern All-Stars. So as Victoria just move the ball around.
Dossing to Caleb Hall.
It kicks it down here to Pius.
Pius.
Oh, good double. Good double.
Oh, nice look.
Good movement by Victoria. Oh.
The old give and go.
Give and go, quick stick,
Yeah.
but a great ground ball there.
Jared Neal.
Look
Little
at him go.
bulldog, this guy. He's an absolute little bulldog.
Has he got some pace?
Yeah.
Just keep going, son. Go all the way. And he drawn a flag. And what did you see the flag height out there, Lip?
Yeah.
That flag height was outstanding by the referee.
I think he must have heard us. He must have thought, well, this is going to get me the grand final game.
You know what? With flag height like that, he's already in the grand final game for me. That's
great work by Jared Neal.
That was absolutely fantastic pace. And often when you bring aggression and you bring pace, you draw fouls.
Yeah.
And he did exactly that. Fantastic effort there. We've got a timeout here on blue. Oh, sorry, on the Eastern All-Stars. I'm not going to say blue. I'm going to say the Eastern All-Stars.
We might go down to Hayley and see if she can get a little bit of inside what's happening here, Hales.
Yeah, sure. I'll just head over to the East Coast huddle and see what they've got to say.
Just see what the East Coast style's like down there. So Hayley just eagerly listening in down there, just trying to get us some goss. As everyone's just really sucking in, you can hear the coach there, Paul Young, just having a bit of a chat to his boys.
SA boy from the Woodville Lacrosse Club back in the day.
Back in the day, Youngie.
Yeah, Youngie. Been in New South Wales now for 3 years, helping out over there, so it's good. Get a little bit of experience coming over and giving them a hand.
Hayley, any goss down there?
Main information at this point, they're just talking about their transition and really capitalising on that. I think in the last play we really saw how well they did that, and I'm sure they'll just continue to focus on that ride that they've done initially and just have confidence when they're clearing the ball back through to attack.
And thank you, Hayley, for just sneaking out there while you got the opportunity. We love it. Get out in the sunshine a little bit.
Yeah, why not?
As we have the Eastern All-Stars coming back into offence here. And Zach Cheetle. I hope I pronounced that Zach right. Zach.
I think you're be on the money there.
So Zach
So
Cheetle.
what are they going into? A 3-3 here?
Oh, no, we've got a 3-3 and
pressure from the
Victoria
top.
just putting some pressure on the man up.
Oh, Omar picked that ball up.
Picks the ball up. He obviously did that on purpose. That's part of this play.
To Stokes.
Stokes just sitting on that back corner, looking in. They need to move the ball. That's a great outlet. There's a little one down. Oh, the next pass down was on. But, yeah, look, fighting hard in there. And they're not going to get it easy here, Victoria. Great check there. Picked up. Great pick up. Great check. Meyer with the ball. Back in a... Okay, move the ball on now. That's a great effort there. And that's really good pressure. They kick it over the other side for a shot. Oh, ring-a-ding-ding. That one's just zipped off the bar. And Cheadle with a fantastic zing there. And certainly freed his arms. And we've seen him have a shot. It sort of opens up right.
Omar.
Another bar.
Oh, God, it's coming right for me.
Catch it.
Catch it, Hayley. Come on.
You nearly got a stat there, Hayley.
Not athletic enough for that.
I don't know, dive. we put you down at fine leg for a reason.
I know. Sorry, guys.
That's all right. But two ring-a-ding-ding and bars. And, yeah, look, we like to see that.
Oh, Omar, nice D on Plumbing.
And Plummy's just sort of showing him his big chest from the Aussie gym sessions and going, poof, look at me. I'm going past, but well done by Omar. And we've got the clock on here. So we're counting the time down, and Timmy Kennedy's doing a great job walking backwards with that clock.
Oh, mate, you might want to watch his step. He might fall over.
2 steps. He is outstanding at walking backwards, and look at him go forward. So that is the end of the first quarter here between Victoria and the Eastern All-Stars, and a little bit both ways there, Lip, although the score is currently 6-0 to Victoria. The Eastern All-Stars certainly had an opportunities.
Oh, it was good to see him get off a couple of shots there that, were very unlucky. Come off the pipe. They were going with a bit of pace there as well. So the guys are showing a bit of fight, the East Coast All-Stars.
The other thing I like about them at the moment is the actual fight they're giving up. They're not giving up the ball when it's coming out. They're putting that ride pressure on, and they've turned it over a couple of times. And those last 2 shots with the pipes, mate, they were hooting through. And Dobbo, I don't think saw either of those.
And I think Youngie, the coach of the East Coast All-Stars, would be pretty happy with that first quarter. Yeah,
look, that's a fantastic quarter, and I know, the It's sort of like David and Goliath out there a little.
Yeah.
But they're doing a great job, and we'll just go through some of the stats for the first quarter. And although it doesn't say it, we sit here and Lawson's got 3, Pike with 1, Pius with 1, and Hall with 1 for Victoria. Obviously nothing on the Eastern All-Stars, but there was 12 shots had there, and there was 6 saves by the keeper, and a fantastic dive to get a first on out of bounds. So Williams doing a great job in the cage there for Eastern All-Stars.
We might just go down to Hayley and see what she got out of the Victorian camp there, Hales.
Nothing too exciting to report, to be honest. I think they'll just be looking to continue to lift the game a bit. I think the consistency from the Vics is a little bit lacking, so they'll probably be looking to just lift the game a bit there. But no, not to discredit East Coast, they're doing a really great job, as we said, in keeping the scoreline tight. And in that last play, they're getting a couple of shots off. So hopefully it continues to be a good game.
Thanks, Hayley.
Yeah, so we're just about to start the second quarter here between Victoria and the Eastern All-Stars. And as they just all mosey back to their positions.
So we got Green and Bell in the centre.
As they set, good to see a face-off. Just a little flick out. Oh, nearly came to the Eastern All-Stars there. And this is the bit I love. There's a battle going on. There's a battle going on, and picking it up, and he's getting absolutely... great check there. That's a fantastic check. That was a great check from Adrian White, who's really not... They're not giving up any here. And Plummy might get a yellow card for a dive there, Hayley.
To be honest, I didn't see it, but
we know.
That's inappropriate if he did.
Yeah. Tell him after we didn't like his dive.
I will, certainly.
And as we've got to the Eastern All-Stars, just...
all over him. That was really good.
Really good, just pushing in here. Just had a Victorian. So Alistair...
Gluten, eh?
Yeah, just walking up without his gear on back towards the chain room. So maybe he's just...
Well, try to go behind the back there, a bit fancy.
Maybe he's just going to a little break for the men. We hope he's all right. He just walked up past us with that.
Here we go, long pole shot here.
Long pole shot. There's that
nice
fake again. Nice. Wanted to shoot it before he had it there. Gibson. And kicks it down. Bias with the ball. Kicks it over to Clarkey. And
Pike.
Kicking it over to Ratch. Ratch will be looking for getting on the scoreboard, I think, here. He hasn't got one yet. He came through. He's just sitting off the backside, looking to make his mark. Gibbo just working his way down here as well. But there he is, Ratchy. He loves to let a bomb go. And that's the one. You've got to...
You called it.
Defender just watching the ball rather than watching Ratchy. And I can tell you, anytime Ratchy gets an opportunity to put one towards the cage, he does, and he's certainly got a bit of venom behind those shots. So I saw that, and that must be my coaching, Hayley, that just came into that. Sitting up here, I saw him just sloughing off the backside, knowing what he's like, and he didn't let me down. Yeah,
it was like clockwork. Nice finish.
Excellent finish, and probably one of the only ones that Williams hasn't seen from out deep.
So we got Clark in face.
Against Ben Hart. Haven't seen him in the face yet today. And they get another illegal procedure. And Benny Hart takes that one, so he's 1 from 1 in the face-off. And
one-handed pickup as well.
Oh, we like it. A little bit of style point out there.
Bit of razzle-dazzle.
Bit of razzle-dazzle. Obviously Fogoing, because he's done his job. He says, boys, I've done my job, got you one. I'm going to go and sit here until the next one, and I reckon I'll get 2 from 2.
Alexander Mercer with the ball.
Oh, nice pace. Drive. That's great pace.
Oh. That was very low to high.
Alexander Mercer there putting on the motors. Got away from the defender, but just dropped the hands. I don't know about that lip. I like to see him keep it up high. And, you know, there's a plane that goes.
That was just a Virgin Airlines taking off.
Yeah, there was a plane that you've got to change, and that one was just a plane. Ended up in the sky. But good motors, and it's a good sign. Good pressure here again. Great pressure.
Nice.
Turnover.
Jack Stokes.
Wide up. Oh, what a great save. That was a fantastic
Dobbo with a great save.
Dobbo coming up big there. Ball just popped up so sweetly there. And but Dobbo, huge save.
I'm sure Jack Stokes' eyes lit up there. Open goal. Great effort though by Jack Stokes and a great save by Dobbo.
He might be feeling that one on the top of the kneecap.
Yeah. Oh,
it could be another turnover. Here we go.
Jack Stokes.
Jack Stokes putting the pressure, long stick pressure, as Victoria bring it back down. And Pius with the ball kicks it down to Gibbo. Gibbo just running around, give it up to Quassi. Quassi over to Pikey. And Ratchie. Or is he going to... He wants again. Ratchie wants it again. He got the bigger defender on him now.
Pikey.
So Pikey's just picked up Hopkinson. Big defender.
Bramall
just
with the ball.
Inside Brams. As the Quassi thinks about it.
Bramall.
To Bramall. Bramall. Bang. Stick side middle. And comes up again with another big save.
Oh, Mercer with the...
Mercer, here's the run. Quassi chasing him. There we go. That's what we like to see. Kick the ball down. Get it down. And let you get your subs. That's the way. Get it to X.
Oh.
Nice hold.
Couldn't
nice
find
hold.
it.
Oh,
Hello.
hello. Falling.
Oh.
Oh, some great work there.
From Gene Bronkhorst.
Gene Bronkhorst
with the shot falling down as well.
Down, out, getting away, shot, and it's had to be saved. And just going wide, but Victoria with the back up there, and Pike picks up the ball and runs it out.
That's a big flag.
We've got a flag down here. We're looking. The flag's up. I want to see the height. Do we get a throw in here?
Nah.
Oh, no. We're just... Oh, that nearly hit himself in the head.
Ratchie.
Timmy will talk about that. Ratchie, just little one around. We got 2 flags, or is that the same flag?
Slash on Jack Stokes.
Jack Stokes. Both flags were for Jack Stokes. Great dulcet tones there of Timmy Kennedy to let us know exactly what it is. And Stokesy, there you go, mate. Another mention for you, although that's a minute you get to think about it when you get to watch the replay.
No, you get a little rest anyway, Jack.
So, but another big save from Williams.
Yep. In the bottom corner there's open wide.
And he's just sneaked in there, Lawson. He's already got 3 as the ball
turns over.
And Eastern All-Stars will try and wind down this man-down opportunity that they're in. But Victoria certainly knowing that and sending it to Omar with the ball.
Yep.
Bit of razzle-dazzle. Needs some help here.
You go back to the goalie.
Oh, Ratchie coming out. And there we go. Have you got arm guards on, Will?
Just give him a whack.
Williams, do you have some arm guards on there?
Mercer with a nice little
sidestep there. He's got some really good motors, hasn't he? And
nice work.
Great work.
Oh, look, fast.
Mercer.
Oh, good. Held it up well.
Must be that helmet. It's very sweet. That gold. Just cutting the air. Maybe I needed to get one of them lip.
It's glowing.
That's gold, isn't it? But Eastern All-Stars looks in. Oh, that's fantastic. A Gibbo. Sorry. Had to come up with a great save again then.
That was a nice sort of looking.
And we've got another flag down here. We might have had one in the crease there with possession. But apologies, I said Gibbo, but that's Dobbo. And looks over. And a great little finish there from Ratchin. That didn't have much heat on that one. As the score just sneaks out to a 8-0 to Victoria. Ratchie with the first 2 of this quarter. 1 bomb down low and 1 little just finesse showing us that all the mojo of an attacker.
Another penalty to the All-Stars, minute penalty. So there'll be 1 man down again.
Stick. Even I hurt the stick.
Oh.
Even the guy hit said it was stick.
Time out for Victoria. As we might go down to Hayley and see if she can get some inside info from some of the teams again. Thanks, Hayley.
Sure thing. It certainly doesn't feel like a 8-0 game, that's for sure. I think in that second quarter, East Coast I want to say, had most of the possession, to be honest. And Victoria have just been able to capitalise when they have had the ball. But I'll see if I can find out any more information for you.
Just sneak in the middle of there. Sure.
Just go right in there.
I don't know if I can sneak.
Of course you can.
Just go right in there.
Just go and tap Paul on the shoulder and just sneak right in there. Tell him we gave you the pass and you've lost it. So Paul Taylor just having a chat to his guys. Yeah, it does. It doesn't, while it is 8-0, obviously the polish of the Victorian lacrosse team, but the pressure from the Eastern All-Stars, Victoria will be feeling that.
Yeah, and that's the thing with the All-Stars. They're actually going in pretty hard. They're, you know, throwing their body over the ball, and, you know, they're doing all the hard stuff. So as a coach, you'd be pretty impressed in what he's seeing at the moment.
As you can just see Hayley backing off in the screen there, just above the tent. Look at her. She's wanting to get out of shot. Hayley.
Most of the discussion's pretty positive in there, to be honest. They're happy with how they're continuing to develop, not only in the game, but as the week goes on, as they should be. As we've said, they're keeping it a nice, tight contest, and Victoria have the polish at the end to kind of capitalise on the scoreboard, but I think East Coast are doing a fantastic job in this game to keep it tight and, push Victoria a little bit more than maybe we expected.
Yeah, look, we'd agree with that, Hayley, and for all the people watching on the ALN coverage here, send us a couple of messages and your thoughts on just how this game's going and how you think the Eastern All-Stars are given a crack. As the ball just gets flicked out the back here and Plummy.
Oh, Chris Plum taking it quite easy.
Hayley again, tell him to use 2 hands, please, when he gets home.
He's really not doing well today, is he? It's probably because I'm commentating.
Well, maybe he's
I'm bad luck.
Yeah,
I flew in this morning. I probably shouldn't have come.
Well, the WA coach just said to me then, would you mind doing it tomorrow? No, Victoria moving the ball around.
Oh,
not a
Williams.
great save from Williams, but just knocked the ball down and not having it all their own way here, the Victorian offence.
Oh, here we go,
Here he is, Plummy. Oh, who did he hit then?
That was right in the guts, I think.
You know what, from up here, it looked like his stick just hooked to that back left-hand corner.
You're being kind.
Tell him not outside the second women's fan, please. You know, ambitions and capabilities. There he goes.
Oh,
looks
nice look.
inside. That's a better look.
We'll give him that one. He can have that assist.
Great
that was
work
a good
there,
finish
Plummy.
by, was that
Marty
Coffey
Hyde.
or
Marty Hyde.
That was Marty Hyde there,
Yep.
just finishing that one. But there's an assist. He'd be happy with that one after that last shot. Ambitions and capabilities. Never get them mixed up. But he'll love that as the co-captain of Australia, hearing that. But as he runs off, and he's doing a great job for his team here. And we love Plummy. As just blossoms out here to a 9-0 lead to the Victorian lacrosse team over the East Coast All-Stars. And got a couple of...
Taken. Long poles. The long poles for Victoria love getting over that restraining line.
Just had a message there saying that maybe Campbell McKinnon's not playing. And yeah, well, I haven't seen him out there yet. So Jesse, sending a message to Uncle Brian. Yeah, I think he's having a rest day too before the finals. So he's probably done some really hard work through the start of the week and just resting up for that final against WA. So keep your comments coming in. We are reading them. And we love to see who's online watching this great telecast by the Australian Lacrosse Network of these Australian Lacrosse.
Oh, Gibbo.
Gibbo. Ooh. Pius just getting the back up there, but Gibbo showing a little bit of razzle dazzle, getting a shot off. Williams standing with hands on his hips, just going, what are we doing? There we go, Ratchie. This is the one he likes. Oh, just popped him. He faked him as if it was going low, and Williams bit, or he maybe just went, oh, not another one.
Ratchie, that old box lacrosse style, just a little bit of a nudge the player out the way, turn back and score.
He's a solid man, Ratchie, and that's 3 for the quarter for him. He must be enjoying playing down there, and he's only had 1 bomb from outside, mate.
Yeah, well, he heard you say that he hadn't got on the scoreboard in the first quarter, so now he's just decided, oh, it's my time. Ratchie time.
Ratchie time. As we get the face-off here. And we've got Nathan Bell in face-off for Victoria. Against Greenie, Sam Green for the East Coast All-Stars. Oh, we got an illegal procedure again.
Break on Belly.
Belly just ring-ding-a-ding, ringing his bell, going, you have a shot. So
Sam Green with the ball.
Sam Green bringing the ball down. Kicks it down there to Bobby Bride. We like Bobby Bride. Never give up.
Oh, Greenie.
Just thinking twice about that one. Here's the pace. set it up on the outside to Mercer. Kicks it down.
To Bronkhorst.
Keep moving the feet. Keep moving the feet, boys, as you hear the coach. Getting inside. Now he wants to flick that back and just drive the other side. There it is.
Oh, nice.
Oh, unlucky.
Check.
Just dropped the ball at the wrong moment there. And Victoria are all over the ground ball here.
Oh, Bobby Bride.
Bobby Bride.
Here we go.
Hello,
Bobby.
Freight train.
Oh,
if he
work.
pops this one in, that will be one of the goals of the day. But
Great
what a
work.
great effort from Bobby Bride. And he's going, give me the ball back. I'm pumped. What a fantastic ground ball. Nearly.
And a great hit, too.
That was a great hit. Did not see that coming. And that's what we love to see, isn't it, Lip?
Yeah.
That's what we've been talking about. There's just this never give up attitude of these East Coast All-Stars. Oh, nice turn. Dropped the ball, unfortunately. He's not going to give up on it.
No, he'll get it in.
He's going to get it back.
Oh.
He's going to get it back. It's coming back. Oh.
Glutene with the ball. Alistair.
Glutene, as I said, we said that he popped off. He must have just popped up to the toilet for a quick one.
Yeah.
Because he walked up here with his gear before.
Oh,
hello.
Mercer.
Mercer.
Hit the pocket.
He's certainly putting his name up at the moment, isn't he?
Yeah.
And they got a fast man break here. Here we go. Kicks it over, kicks it down.
Oh.
Just failed to finish. Mercer, what a great pick out there.
Picked the pocket beautifully.
Just picked the pocket. I'm going to have to get one of those gold helmets, Lip. And if I ever play Masters again, I'm going to look as sweet as that, I reckon. Although hopefully not playing midfield. Down to Pice, kicks it over the back, and a great, really great finish there. And Gibbo with the goal there. Great ball movement by Victoria, but while they didn't score there, there's some great signs for the East Coast All-Stars.
Yeah, they're going in hard. They're not giving up, that's for sure.
Can you hear the hits down there, Hayley?
Yeah, there's certainly some clashes, but I think both teams are giving it and getting it as, yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm sure Victoria, coming into a championship final tomorrow, won't necessarily want to be getting the physicalness they're getting at the moment, because they thought they might just run some processes here, but they're certainly up for a game. And while they may not have thought this would be a good lead into the tournament final, and as we say, they're just making a couple of little errors. Certainly not having it all their own way. Referee just stopping clocks there. You just missed pass there. And the East Coast All-Stars will bring it back in as they just run up the hill to get it. I'm glad I didn't have to get that one going up that hill, Lip.
You think it'd roll back down, wouldn't you?
What, me?
No, the
roll.
ball.
I was going to say, I thought you meant me. I might roll back down.
Well, the long pole's getting a bit ambitious there.
I was going to say, he saw Pius and
He's
thought
got
have
a
a go.
shorty right over the other side.
Shorty over the other side. Got to kick it up now.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's almost a hug.
Yeah.
That was almost a hold. Not called. But Ratchie just monstering. As he kicks it up the top here. It's a haul. Kicking it down, Pius.
Oh.
That's a good shot from Pius.
Nice, yeah.
Offside hit.
I think the defender there blocked Sammy's view of the ball a bit as well, so it was pretty smart by Pius to ping it past the defender in front of the goals.
And that's his second today, and that was a really good finish. And just a good bit of work over there by Ratch to get that ball back into control of Victoria's sticks. And they've managed to turn that over coming out of defence, and Pius with a fantastic shot. And we are out to a 12-0 lead to Victoria.
So we've got Clark and Green.
Last time. Oh, that's a good face-off.
Oh.
Nice knock back. But Victoria strong on the ground ball there by Moffat. Moffat kicking down to Ratch. Oh, looks the other side. Oh, great knockdown. Fantastic knockdown there
nice.
by
Nice take. Look at
Ivorich.
Greeny's there.
And here we go.
Greeny's on the run.
We're going to have an even situation because Victoria was subbing. Oh, looking through. And we've got a whistle here. Oh, Plummy just throwing it around down there. Didn't like that one, Hayley. Just throwing a slash there. He got one sitting on the bench, having a bit of a think about it.
Yeah, I know. It's not a little bit uncharacteristic, to be honest. So probably needs to just...
Bit of frustration, I think.
We love his aggression. So East Coast All-Stars in a man-up situation, and let's see whether they can get one on the board here, because they've been doing a great job with their defensive pressure and their riding and their hunt for the ball. So it would be really good to see whether they can get one on the board. Just need to kick the ball
it.
on here. It's a man-up opportunity. We need to move the ball, and Victoria's certainly not letting up. I'm sure they don't want to get one scored against them here, but they need to move the ball, move their feet.
Greeny.
Woo! Woo! Bit of sizzle on that one. One that didn't hit the bar.
Another Virgin Airline.
Bit of shot off, and let's see if the East Coast Allstars can work this one. Kick it up to the score again. There's one on the left. Oh, another bit of power there. That was a rip shot from Cheadle, who hit the bar in the first quarter.
Yep.
Who's had another opportunity.
Had a couple of looks here.
And they're looking here. They need to kick it on. Yep. Because if they keep kicking the ball here, that might open up on that bottom corner.
Omar.
Oh, Omar just stick down. Gibbo ready. Sorry. Dobbo. I keep doing that. Sorry, Gibbo. Dobbo. But,
Caleb Hall with the ball.
Caleb Hall with the ball. Pies looking
back
up.
to Hall.
Back to Hall. Oh, just a little bit too fancy then.
A bit of pace on it. Gibbo and Omar.
Oh, no,
Omar comes up with the ball.
And that's the effort. Look at this. There's a man, he hasn't seen him yet.
Yeah.
I'm glad that just held up a little bit.
That was a great look by Omar, though. Great bit of work.
But that's the passion we've been talking about by the East Coast All-Stars. Just running that little bit harder to get those balls. And while they're not as polished up forward, there's certainly the endeavour is there 100%. So East Coast All-Stars, and those little unforced errors with the feet not moving. Great outlet. But again, just taking it a little easy at times.
Bramwell there taking it a little bit easy.
Just not with that real switched-on mindset, are they? I mean, and at the end of the day, at 12-0 up in a game that is scoreboard one-sided.
But I don't think Greg Mollison would be a little too happy at the moment with the Victorian guys. I know Greg's pretty passionate about the game, and taking those little easy things, he wouldn't be too happy.
Yeah, obviously,
a little nil.
Trying to go between. Step. Unfortunately, flicked up the top, and we've got an illegal procedure. Might have been just a loose ball interference there.
It looked like Russell just accidentally tried to grab the ball, I think. So I think it was a bit of a scramble, and I think as soon as he touched it, he knew, and then the umpire saw his reaction. So, yeah.
He was trying the hidden ball trick.
So, just put one in the hand, sneaking out. Oh, that's just popped it up.
Nice pressure there.
Great pressure from Victoria there.
Oh, it was a shot, ref.
Yep, shot, first on, but no, they didn't see that one lip. So it will go to Victoria as he kicks it up to the man we love, Plummy. Plummy just kicking it over, gets a stick on that one. And Marty Hyde will bring it down. Kicking it down to Ratchie. Kicks it over to Pius. Kicks out the back there to Gibbo. Gibbo looking inside. One hand under immense pressure, though. That's a good take there from Marty Hyde. Marty Hyde kicking it up, and there's a few little unforced errors going on here, and Gibbo won't be happy with that. And I'm sure his coach down there, Greg Mollison, won't be happy with that at all either. But that's two in the last couple of minutes where they've just gone half-hearted at that ground ball and managed to kick it out of bounds. So Victoria, while they are 12-0 up, just need to switch on a bit because they want to get everything right for this process. As we got Omar come onto the field here, picked up the ball, and we've as we come in here, and Pius looks inside, looks over, Ratch just, tried the little one. Williams ready for that. He says, I've played this game a little too long, and I'm ready for you, Ratchie. And I've shut my 5-hole, and you're not getting that one. And we've got a penalty. We've got a penalty here. As the whistle sounds,
push.
There's a whistle sound here for the half time, and we will have the East Coast All-Stars, while they're 12-0 down, start with the ball in the third quarter. And that's a fantastic job by the East Coast All-Stars, even though the Victorians are in front. And we're going to have an interview with the head coach of the very, very aggressive and very, very well-skilled chasing down Paul Young, hopefully, from the East Coast All-Stars.
Paul just wants to address the troops first.
Yeah, no, that's fine. We're looking at a few highlights there, and while predominantly on the goals, Victoria have been there, but Williams has stood up immensely well in the cage, and just that last little effort, or that's a whack. But Bobby won't mind that. Yeah. He's becoming one of our favourites here. his endeavour and effort has been good, and as we see, flag height throw on there. Yep, we're happy with that one. Just kicking it inside, and a fantastic finish there from Caleb Hall on that one. Stepping around, and there's Pikey getting one. And yeah, Victoria obviously Lawson with 3. Just, but not having it all their own way. There's certainly plenty of pressure on the
Bobby McBride
on the ball, and Bobby McBride. Oh, like that. See that? Oh, that's a replay, I know, but we like that. Another great finish, and we're going to just have a quick interview here with the one and only Mr. Dennis Mulroney. How are you, Dennis? And enjoying the tournament so far? Very much. And what are you liking seeing here coming in towards an Australian or world year?
I'm very happy with the performance of the guys that have been selected to go away, and the work of the refereeing panel together as a team, and the way that they're committing to doing their best for the games.
I know we get into the flag height a little bit on the commentary because we love a little bit of theatre.
Yes.
But yeah, the boys overall all week have done a fantastic job across the board, and you know, you must be really pleased with, especially the guys going towards Netanya. And how many guys have you got going all together?
We've got 11 referees going, and we've got 4 assessors, and I'll be part of the referee and chief crew managing the panel.
Yeah, well, you've been obviously a part of lacrosse for a long, long time, and you're seeing these nationals. And how is the fraternity shaping up? Obviously, with 11 going over to Netanya, that's great for Australian
shaping
lacrosse.
really well. We've been changing the philosophy away from having assessors give them demerit scores to a more holistic coaching approach. So what we're trying to do is get the team to discuss the issues that they had, to recognise their own problems and correct them during a game. And I'm seeing it work, and I'm really impressed with the work that they're putting into doing that.
Excellent. And so in the blue division, obviously the highest division.
Yes.
How many do we have through the top?
We have 3 in that one. We've got Steve Green, David Campbell and John Kiplox.
A lot of experience there. And,
a lot of experience.
I will say there's 2 South Australians there, mate.
Yes.
You know, got to get something in after the game.
And 1 from Burnside, of course.
And 1 from Burnside, of course, yes. And yeah, but the world's obviously not that far away. And Hayley's just running around down there looking wonderful with a microphone. But yeah, so assessing tonight with the, obviously with the guys for the final tomorrow. When's that chosen?
That's worked out after the results of today's assessments come in. We rank them according to merit on the assessments that have been done during the week, and they get allocated based on that ranking.
All right, well, Mr. Dennis Mulroney, thank you very much for joining us here on the ALN, and I appreciate your time and giving up your time in these championships.
Always a pleasure, Tony.
And good luck overseas. All right, so back down here, we've got Paul Green just being mic'd up there with the...
Young.
Sorry, what did I say? I've been saying Greeny all day because he's been playing exceptionally well for the New South Wales guys, especially in face-off. Yep. But sorry, they're Paul Young. We have Paul Young, the coach of the East Coast Allstars. And Hayley, I'll shoot down to you.
Yeah, we've got Paul here, as you said. Paul, you must be really wrapped with how East Coast are doing in that first half. I think the scoreline kind of shows a different game, but I think the pressure you guys are applying in the ride and even back in transition has been pretty good. Yeah, the intensity from the boys today has been absolutely fantastic. As compared to our game yesterday, we're getting a lot more shots away, and it's only a matter of time. I think we're going to put a few in the back of the net today. If they keep that intensity up, it's going to happen for us. Really happy.
And, sorry, Hayley, Tony up here, Paul. Mate, a couple of outstanding guys out there. Bobby McBride doesn't give up one bit. You must love his intensity.
Oh, look, Bobby, for an old fella, he's great. He just keeps going all day. Loving the work that he's doing today. He's doing a fantastic job, and all the boys are going great today. The intensity is right up there. Really happy with how they've performed so far.
And Sammy Williams, old dog in the cage, just eating them up down there, isn't he?
Oh, Sam's great. You know, he's a real asset to our team. So happy to have him on board, and he's, you know, his experience is helping our defence out as well. Fantastic effort from him today too.
And could you tell us if that helmet from Alexander Mercer has any speed put in it, because he's just ripping it up down the side?
Oh, Alex's speed today is it's fantastic, and that intercept that he pulled off out there to get, and then turn the ball around and get it back down there, fantastic. It was a shame that we couldn't convert that, but that's lacrosse, and we get on with it and get on with the next play.
Paul Young, thank you very much. We appreciate your time in this halftime break, and we appreciate all the coaches' time. So good luck for the rest of the game.
Thank you.
And good luck with South Australia tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Right, well, according to me, they've got...
All right, as the halftime break is just...
So, Hayley, we'll go down to you. I see you're over there with Greg Mollison and Victoria team. What was actually... Did you get anything out of Greg or what he was saying to the players?
Look, I think they were really just talking about sticking to the game plan. Obviously, as we've said earlier, we don't probably think Victoria will be executing what they would have liked to have been. So I think just kind of recalibrating at the half and making sure they switch back on for the final 2 quarters. Obviously, they've got a final to prepare for tomorrow, but they also can't take this game lightly. So they probably need to just step it up a gear in the second half and make sure they take that momentum into the final tomorrow.
All right, thank you for that, Hayley.
Hayley, love your work down there. Keep it up. And as the boys are still in a break here in the 2018 National Championships, the last round game before the finals tomorrow. And the coach is just giving their last-minute instructions to their players as they roll out. So some stats on the game, Lip. We're obviously scoreboard-wise very orientated towards the Victorian side. Do you want to go through those goal scorers? Actually, no, I'll go through them because you can't see. So we've got Lawson with 3. We go down to Caleb Hall with 1, Marty Hyde with 1. We've got Campbell McKinnon with 1. I don't think so. I don't think he's playing today. Cal Gibson with 1, 3 to Tim Ratch, 2 to Pius. There's the one that we missed. Pike's got 1, and that rounds it out. So apologies there, but I think Campbell McKinnon will be pleased that we put him on the scoreboard. And obviously nothing to the East Coast All-Stars as far as the scoreboard, but we've been really pleased with the pressure that they've brought. And hopefully they start with the ball in a man-up situation, and let's see if they can't put one behind the Victorian keeper here. And I'm sure he will be very keen to have a shutout. But, yeah, look.
No, take it, we can only, the All-Stars have been, superb. They're endeavour. They're not giving up. They're chasing. They're hitting hard. They're diving on ground balls. And I think the way they're going to score a goal sooner or later.
Here they are. And I mentioned him before, Green. Apologies to Paul Young down there. Green's been doing a lot of great stuff here. And just kicking it out there as they work the ball around to Jack Stokes, who's sitting there. Omar just pulling out. Victoria just getting him out a little wider. They're trying to work one side. Omar just not happy with that. But, from outside there, you've got to work it a little bit better in a man-up situation. Victoria take the ball out very quickly. Caleb Hall with the ball. Look at that. Sammy Williams.
Picks the pocket.
He must be loving it. I would have kept going, Sammy. That was a fantastic pick of the pocket there. And the Victorian boys didn't see him coming. And they're actually lucky that they weren't ball watching and going towards it then, because they would have cleaned them up. Fantastic job by Sam Williams to get out the cage there and intercept that. And they're those things that the East Coast All-Stars are doing at the moment, which are highlighting the endeavour and pressure that they're putting into this game. Omar just flicking the ball over to Green. Green flicking it back to Omar. Coming down here and
nice defence.
Good defence there from Pike. As Moffat just swapping up there and steps in Omar. And
Green had it spent before he caught it.
Yeah, look, they're working that ball. And here we go again. And
Fast
Victoria come down. Bramall here. Looking down. Kicks it over. Just at the feet. Long stick. And bang. Long stickers love it. And there's River Bradley. River Bradley just working his way down with that to clear and managed to get on the scoreboard.
There was no way he was giving that off.
Well, long stickers have every right if they get down there to do the work to do that, and if they get in a shooting space. And they're very difficult to save because they come from such a different angle that the short sticks do. So if they get in front and they get a good piece of it, really difficult for goalies to pick an angle up on that. And a fantastic finish. And I reckon that's probably his first goal in this tournament, River Bradley. I don't know for sure, but I'm putting it out there that may be his first goal.
We got Clark and Hart. Clark and Hart in the centre. Oh,
Good face-off. And just working hard in there. And Victoria will bring the ball down here. Caleb Hall, great knockdown. They're not getting it their own way, Victoria. As the Australian co-captain there picks up the ball, fires it up, and just puts it over the head. And that's a great, that might have come off a Victorian stick, unfortunately. Great check. But unfortunately, just hard to get. And Victoria missing that pass, which has put Eastern Allstars. He's going to watch his back here.
Oh, tuck that
There's
in
plenty of
beautifully.
pressure. Oh, hello. Where did who go?
Oh,
that's a hold.
That's a hold.
That's got to be a hold. No hold called. No hold called on that. But we have a flag the other way, do we? There was a flag raised there.
Peter Quass.
And Peter Quass just coming down and putting that one away. We do have a flag on the play here as well. And we've got two. Okay, so we've got Bobby Bride, one of our favourites, just going to go to the box here for a slash for 1 minute. What did you think, Lip? Good defence, or maybe just held that one a little?
Yeah, I think he should have been done for a hold then, but he got through there beautifully there, Gene Bronkhorst. That was a great little move.
That literally draw him up, draw him back and made it inside. Just
unlucky not to have the foul called against him.
Yeah. As we go again here, Green.
Green against
Belly.
Nathan Bell, who's done quite well in the face-offs. Nathan Bell.
Done really well. As Bell just comes to the bench to sub up for Marty Hyde. Ratch with the ball. Kicking it to Hyde. Kicking it to Ratch. Looking inside. Oh, and there it is, just pushing it wide. But opportunity there for Plummy to put that one away. And Victoria have the backup, so another shot on the board for Victoria.
Ratch.
And Ratch. Oh, I don't think I'd like to be the guy walking behind there with his food, because that may just sizzle through the netting at some point. I don't think the netting's strong enough sometimes for some of Ratchy's shots. Oh, look at that. That was a great take. Oh, that was a bunt. That was an absolute bunt.
Oh, Sammy diving all over the place.
I think he's going to have to wash his gear tonight, because he has dived right through it. I think he's seen every piece of that that crease at the moment. But coming back, and we've got another long stick from Victoria just popping down here. One on the bottom, one on the side. Quass just dropping. Quass getting monstered. And looking up, moving the ball really well. Plummy inside out.
Oh, save.
He's drawn a flag here.
Sammy Williams again.
Sammy Williams again just comes up big. And Plummy, some great little moves in there.
I think he's feeling the back of the head, team, Plummy. Cop one across the back of the helmet there. Shaking him up a bit.
And I think that's what the flag was for here, and that is on Adrian White. Might have just got him high, but great spin move there from Plummy. Oh, nice knockdown, just getting a stick in the way. They'd want to be working their man up fairly well.
Ratch.
And that's a knockdown by Omar. That's come off Omar's stick. He'll take that knockdown.
Yeah.
That's 2 knockdowns in a row in this man up for Victoria. I'm sure Greg Mollison just issuing instructions out there at the moment. He'll be wanting to see more than that. Quassy and Williams just says, no, not this time. So they've pushed it up. He's got to watch the offside here. That's almost a hold too.
Again.
No hold called. And I think they've been a little hard done by a couple of times there. He may have just stepped out of bounds, but Lippy, I might have seen another one there, and they've just let that one go.
Yeah.
But a great job there by Williams, and Williams has haunched over down in the goalkeeping circle here.
I reckon that last one got him in the leg there. Yeah.
He's done a heap of work, and he's done a fantastic job just holding that left knee in the background here. You can see.
I think he caught the ball there.
Over. So we hope he's all right. He's had a fantastic game today, and he continues to stand up.
Time out here.
So we've got the Eastern Allstars with the. We've got Eastern Allstars with the ball, and we've got the Eastern Allstars calling for a timeout here as Williams is just down.
Yep.
He's haunched down here. He's done a ton of work, so I'd be haunched over with the amount of work I've done too with this save percentage.
I think he copped one.
And it's obviously really...
I don't know if we can say where he's copped one, but I think it might have been in the mid-rib.
Yep, he's just... Got the trainer out there just having a quick drink, and he obviously wore one there, but he's been doing a fantastic job, and I think I'd be tired with the amount of work he's done at the moment.
Diving, chasing, coming out.
And the saving is really good. That one from Bossy, that was screened up, and he was already there, knew where that was going. So really impressed with the work he's done here, and he's just had some time to settle and recover himself, had a quick drink, and he looks okay. But, yeah, we're on him. He's doing a great job.
Sammy's a workhorse.
And now all we can hope is that they reward him down this end and reward themselves with all the hard work they've done so far this game. Hayley, anything you heard down there from the Eastern All-Stars bench on that?
No, I haven't heard anything. I just think that East Coast still doing a great job. I think Victoria will still need to lift their game a bit there. I think they're being out-hustled all over the field, but just being able to, in those off chances that Sammy Williams lets them through, the scoreboards just continue to, blow it out a little more. Yeah.
All right, East Coast, we're on you. I reckon there's a goal coming here very shortly. And you deserve it with the pressure you've been putting on this Victorian team. And the crowd will be right behind you to have this. He says, I'm going to go through there. That's probably not the way to set it up after a timeout. And but obviously thought he'd give it a crack there. And
there we go.
Meyer just giving it up. Oh, falls in a plummy stick. Oh, that might be a loose ball interference. Oh, we got a hold. Okay. Loose ball interference, hold.
Yeah.
Just getting around the legs. Unfortunately, tangled, and Victoria will control the ball. Kicks it out there to Bramall.
Back to Bramall.
Back to Bramall. Out here to Pikey.
To Marty Hyde.
Marty Hyde just working that two-man game inside. Oh. Nice shot, just over the top of the bar.
Peter Quass, not Marty
That was
Hyde.
Peter Quass, yeah. I thought it was Quassy down there.
He's a bit taller than Marty Hyde.
I was going to say, and the big lefty. But worked that really well on that bottom corner, and I think they'll probably look at it again, although
Quass.
a little bit of razzle-dazzle starting to happen here for Victoria.
Pikey.
But good backup. Quassy moving the ball on.
To Bramall.
Bramall, good pick up at the feet. Kicks it over to Plummy. Pikey with the ball. They're just doing this little two-man game, rolling inside. Steps up. Another great save from Williams. And he is on fire in that cage. This score could have been really big if he hadn't have stood up. So needs to making him work really easy. He's done enough work in the cage, boys. Don't make him work any harder. Great outlet there. Fantastic outlet. Needs to look up. Kicks it on. Kick it on again. Need to move the ball. Go with him.
Bulldog Jared.
Here we go. Go with him.
Jared.
Oh, look. Looks down. Kicks it up. Shot.
Dobbo with a big save.
Dobbo with another big save, but good effort there. And Plummy just going, oh, look, I'll take that, thanks. And how about, boys, we go down and settle it down at our end as Moffat brings it down the field for Victoria. Good legs on Moff too, but a fantastic check by Omar. Moffat going to have to chase him back, and he'd want to get one back on him here. That was really good. Just missed that pass. But great effort there from Omar. And I reckon if that had gone in Mercer's stick, it might have been seeing flames coming off the hills there, going back towards the Eastern All-Stars goal. A good opportunity there for the Eastern All-Stars. Certainly not giving up this game. As Ratch gets it out the back. Ratch will like what he sees here. Got a shorty. And he's going to peek that. And you cannot give Tim Ratch that much space on the bottom corner. And he saw he had a shorty. Just pushed as if he wasn't going to go out, and the shorty stiffed off him. But any time Ratchy gets in that range, that's going.
Well, the little bulldog, Jared Neal, looks a bit sore here holding the ribs, Steve.
Yeah. He's
been over a bit there.
That was really good work down here.
Yeah.
Like, really good work from him.
He's got no fear.
No fear at all.
No fear at all, Jared Neal.
And Ratchie has 4 for the game now. As Victoria go out with 9 minutes to go in this third quarter, Victoria go out to a 15-0 lead. And back in the face-off is Ben Hart for the Eastern All-Stars. And he was 1 from 1. Is he 2 from 2? No, evens it up at 50%.
Sean Clark.
As Clarkey just says, no, not this time. As he just kicks it down to Plummy. Plummy out to Quass. Quassy up to Marty Hyde.
To Clark.
Marty Hyde to Clark. Kicking it up there to Ardrossi. And just putting it at the feet.
There's our mate Bobby McBride going in hard again.
And Bramwell felt that one, I think.
Yeah.
Bramwell felt that. They're just ball watching here a little bit. Oh, good cut. Fantastic cut there from Clarkey.
Oh, Stokesy. The push.
That's
Loose
got a
ball
loose
push.
ball push. And things just starting to go right for the East Coast All-Stars as Jack Stokes just busts back down to offense. And he's going to watch his back here. A little bit of pressure coming. Oh, there's one around the there's one around the groin. Did not pick that up, referee. That was straight across the hip. And he's still feeling that one, I think. Bronkhorst, sorry. Kicks it up to Quass. Quass will like this left-hand side. Kicking it out there to Bramwell as we get a couple of changes back here over the centre line. And Ardrossi will come into attack for Victoria. Kicking it up there to Clarkey. And coming on for Victoria, Gail Gibson, just stepping in, just looking inside. They've got an overlap on this side. If they there's 2 guys sitting in the middle, just not quite picking up where these guys are from. Kicks it out to Quass, and Quass off the bar, nearly gets his own rebound there. Really good. There's bodies going everywhere down here, and a fantastic finish, that one.
Gail Gibson with the...
Gibbo looking low and just changing the plane on that. And if you're going to drop your hands and go there, that's what you want to do. So Gibbo with a fantastic finish there. Williams going low. And then Gibbo just went, as we see it, sort of just looked like he was going to go low. Williams went low and he popped it up at the top. So fantastic finish there. And Gibson gets his second for the day. And Victoria, with about 6.5 minutes to go here, are out to a 16-0 lead. And Hayley, much chatter down there from the coaches on the Eastern All-Stars side still?
Nothing too much to report. It's all still positive, and I think they'd have to be happy with how they're continuing to perform in this third quarter.
And a great pick-up there as we speak about the Eastern All-Stars. Adrian White just coming through, face-off win, and Green picks up the ball. So that was a good win for the Eastern All-Stars in their face-off, and Victoria just getting settled as Bronkhorst has just found his way into the crease. Ball's kicked out.
Stokes.
To Stokesy.
Stokes to Green.
He loves it. Green just getting in, and a shot. Oh, there we go. Eastern All-Stars are on the board now. And a great shot there from Green. I think that's their first goal of the tournament.
I reckon they.
Oh no, sorry, they got a couple against WA. So apologies, but certainly in this game, the pressure that they've been putting, and that's a reward for effort right there. And Green, what a fantastic finish, just putting one past the keeper there, and there goes a clean sheet, Dobbo. So great effort from the Eastern All-Stars, and fantastic face-off, great ground ball there from Adrian White, which set them up, and Green with a great finish. So Eastern All-Stars on the board. Victoria 16, Eastern All-Stars 1. As Clarkey just flicks it out the back there and hits Ardrossi, who flicks it back to Clarkey. Clarkey liking what he sees. Oh, another inherent pass, but that might hold up in the back there. Nope, that's gone out of bounds. So another inherent pass, and as Omar goes back to get the ball. So Omar with the ball down the back for the Eastern All-Stars. They've locked off the keeper here, and Omar's going to have to use his legs. And they probably give it back to the keeper here and work it out. We got Bobby. Bobby up in the middle. Give it to Bobby. Oh, no, hang on. Oh, Pius with a great bit of defence there.
Oh, Mercer.
Pius just checks it out. Mercer, while he may have had the legs, Pius went, no, not today. Quas looks in and just does that quite simply. Just looked like he was going to look up and pass, and that one's gone in, and Quassie gets another one for the quarter. So 2 for Quas this quarter. Bobby McBride was sitting in the centre there, and Alexander Mercer didn't get his head up.
Didn't look up.
Didn't look up, and Bobby McBride was screaming for the ball, wanting it, but Mercer thought he had the jets on that. But a good check there from Pius,
yep.
Brought it back in, and we've got some commentary issues here with Mr. Linton Arscott. Got a little bit of cramp in the commentary box. Maybe we need
Must be all that hard work on the sideline.
Maybe we need to get him some magnesium tablets up here. And we've got an illegal procedure here. Oh, there we go. Withholding on Clark.
Yeah.
So Green with the ball again, and he'll be up and about. He'll want that ball back. He's seen the first one.
On to Jack Stokes.
Jack Stokes, just assessing the situation. He goes, you know what, Greenie? You had a great shot last time. Here's the speed through Mercer.
Back to Green.
Back to Green.
There we go.
He likes what he does again.
Oh, Stokes.
Push. Oh, that's not what you want to wear before a final. Just one on the calf, but no one's... And that's probably, come off a Victorian stick. Great ground ball. Great ground ball there. And just looks down, and that's the goal scorer for Victoria there. River Bradley. Just look at him. He's thinking about it. He wants to. He's looked in the middle. He's wide open in the middle. You've got to give it to him.
Oh.
And our groans go up with the crowd because they all saw River Bradley in there, and it opened up in the middle, but just good little bit of stick pressure from the East Coast All-Stars to maybe get a little bit of pressure on that stick, and the ball just flicked back out. But no drama for Victoria, as they certainly were in position to get the ball back. Clark with the ball.
Ardossi.
Kicks it over to Ardossi, who kicks it back. Oh, goals aren't there, but a nice little bit of razzle-dazzle. Goals aren't quite there.
Nice look by Marty Hyde.
So you can probably hear on the FX mic there that we've got 2 minutes left in this quarter, as Plummy just went, oh, look at that. Fantastic, and a great finish there from Marty Hyde. And we've got a flag on the play, but... So 99 White, 99 East goes to Simon Raphael with the flag there. And he'll sit in the box for 1 minute for a slash. Great work from Plummy there, drew that. And a great finish there from Marty Hyde. That was a great cut through and a great finish, and that's his second for the game today. And score is out to 18-1 Victoria. East Coast All-Stars with 1 minute left in this third term. Face off again. Belly.
One by Belly.
Picking up the ball. So Belly picking up the ball. Gets it into his offense. Ratch looking up the top. He'd probably think he's a bomb from there. Ratchy kicks it down to Lawson. Or looks down, sees Quas. Or kicking it over to Marty Hyde, the last goal scorer. Oh, great look. Plummy missing the cage again. He's had a couple of shots like that today for...
I think that rebounded off of Sammy's leg, though.
You think it rebounded?
It was a save by Sammy, yep.
Good save by Sammy.
Another one.
And here he is, Plummy again.
Yep.
Playing the team game.
Right,
Look
nice
down
look.
the bottom, and a great look. There was a great no-pass look there from Lawson, and he found Quas on the bottom corner.
He finished off well again.
And again.
That's his third for the quarter.
Third for the quarter. And but set up there by Plummy, just doing some really good work on the bottom there. And Victoria are going out here to an 18-1 lead against the East Coast All-Stars. And we've got the clock on. And the clock was really on because as the whistle goes, that is three-quarter time here at the wonderful Wembley Lacrosse Club in their 80th anniversary year. And the score here, Victoria 18, East Coast All-Stars on the board through Green with a cracking shot with 1 goal. And Haley's just moseying down there. She will try and pick up after. Some highlights here. Good little one down low by Gibbo. And this is the wham bam. Great shot there from Pius. Great by Green.
Oh, grab up the hold
when you,
oh yeah.
Yeah, when you put the hand on the back, I'm sure that's a hold, but Omar with a big shot. That was a fantastic piece of play there from Williams. Just came out, offloaded. And a nice little off course on the right even. Oh. And there we go. Looks down, just couldn't quite finish, but a fantastic effort there. And Ratchie with a zing. Oh, a fantastic pick up there.
By Cow.
And that was a really good shot by Cow. But there we go. There's the East Coast All-Stars first one for the game.
Through Greenie.
As Quas ended up the quarter with a couple of goals. And we'll shoot down to Haley. Just what are they saying in the Victorian side there, Hale?
Still trying to hear, to be honest. They're being very secretive. No, I think it's just continue to just work on the 1%ers in this final quarter. But certainly positive feedback coming out of East Coast, as there should be.
Yeah, as they should be. Their endeavour all day has been great, even though they are sort of the David and Goliath match-up here. And I'm sure Greg Mollison he'll want to finish this game off. Obviously, he won't want any injuries for tomorrow as a warm down, but or when they get their cool down. So he'd be happy with the effort at the moment, but he certainly wouldn't want them scoring again this quarter.
No, Victoria would want to finish this quarter out to get the momentum going into tomorrow for sure.
Okay, and we've got a couple of little messages here from on our ALN live feed. So the score, just to update you, in the game earlier, we had SA versus WA. SA were up 6-4 at the three-quarter time, but WA with a powerhouse, 7-1 last quarter, ran out 11-7 winners, and a fantastic game that was.
Belly with the ball again out of the midfield, out of the centre. Oh, had a fasty there. Just dropped the ball there. Marty Hyde. Here we go, long pole down there again.
So Victoria attack, but just a big quick update. Yeah, as I said, 11-7 that game beforehand. And the MVPs, respectively, Goddard for WA and Watts in the cage for South Australia. Both great efforts themselves. And a shot there off the bar.
Oh, nice save again by Sam Williams.
Sam Williams doing a fantastic job in there. And it's great to see everyone commenting on the ALN site. So if you're watching live and you want to send us a message, flick it on. Little one just popping off there. You could almost call that a shot. Went over the cage, the little knock on. I would have been arguing the point, Lip. But the East Coast All-Stars will bring it into
get
offense.
The ball. Yeah.
So send us your likes. You know what? It is fantastic for the ALN to be able to bring this coverage to you. So lacrosse is one of those games that we need to get into the more. We've got a loose ball push called there. So East Coast All-Stars will start with the ball, and it's really great. And tomorrow is going to be a fantastic event with the women's and men's senior national finals. Victoria, WA, both games, as they kick it back to Williams, who's done a power of work in the cage. And we hope to have as thrilling games as we've had in the last couple, both women's and men's today. Both great games in their right. Yesterday, the Vic WA game, Lip.
I can't wait till the women's grand final. If it's anything like the game yesterday.
That was a fantastic game. And obviously the South Australia, Western Australia game today was good. And if you're a Western Australian, you think it was great with that last quarter, but that was a really tight game, really hard fought. And WA with the legs.
Fast break in.
And just looking, he's nailed him. And there he is, Williams again. And that'll be, it could have let that go out. If he'd let that go out, that was a shot. And he might have got the ball back. But Williams coming out the cage, he's doing everything. So Victoria just reassessing now. Victoria with the ball, driven on that side by
Nice
Ardossi.
double.
Oh, looks inside.
Oh,
and another
Sammy Williams again.
He has an outstanding save record today. I tell you, if his teammates don't buy him a beer at the end of this tournament for the work he has done, and I haven't seen the other games, but if he hasn't done the power of work he's done like that all week, his teammates would want to bring him down. He just gets past there and shaking his head as he goes, how did I fall over? Oh, here he goes again.
Ward. Close to a Ward.
And
Lucky.
looks inside.
Oh. Bit overzealous there.
Yeah, James Lawson just thinking, how did I fall over then? But opening up in the middle here.
Oh.
And, yeah, at some point, there's only so much pressure you can take, Sam Williams. And that was a great finish there. And Victoria moving the ball sweetly. And Victoria will...
well, I'm going to put it out there now. If he's not MVP, I'll go he.
He has to be MVP for sure.
He has just done absolutely everything, Hayley, hasn't he?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, don't get me wrong, the East Coast guys have done a great job all over the field, but as you said earlier, if Sammy hadn't had the game he had, it could have been a much bigger scoreline.
And Caleb Hall with the finish there. Sorry for those watching, we didn't announce that, but yeah, sorry, we had to reward that effort from the goalie and a bit of a chat. But Caleb Hall with the ball there, and that's the first one.
It's a break on Clark again.
Break on Clark again, so we have Ben Hart with the ball.
Ben Hart's been pretty serviceable in the face-off. He hasn't done too bad at all.
He's probably gone at 50% at least,
yeah,
which is a really good effort. Kicks up to the goal scorer here, Green. Got the wind just in his face. It's coming from that way now. You can see his top just glistening in the breeze.
Fremantle doctor set in.
It's set in, and he likes his. Oh, here we go. Oh, there we
Green
go.
again.
Hello, hello. Bit of razzle dazzle dazzle there from Green. He liked what he saw when he picked up the shorty, and he's gone, you know what, I've done it once. Why not do it again?
Yeah. Great shot. Great little finish.
And there we go. 2 goals for Green, and he's working extremely hard for his East Coast All-Stars on the scoreboard, but still can't go past the guy at the other end, just trying to stop him. So, great face-off there, though, too, by Ben Hart, just causing that.
Causing the
and,
Clark to go early.
This will be something I think all coaches will be working on, those illegal procedures in the face, if they can stop.
Bell and Green going hard.
And Green just putting his body over the line. Still battling in there. Oh, might have got a trip there. And Green with the ball again. And is he going to go? Is he going to go? No.
Oh, nice look.
Kicks it on.
Stokes.
Done my work. And now I think he's probably looking for a sub. I would be too.
Yeah.
He's just coming to the bench for a sub. Out to Stokes. Big man, Stokes, too.
Yeah.
I was actually standing next to him. He was kneeling down, and he's nearly taller than me, kneeling down, so which is not that hard, though, Lip.
Yeah, but he's only a young guy as well, Jack Stokes.
Sorry. I did get that last goal scorer wrong while we were talking. That was Marty Hyde, that first goal scorer. So apologies to our Victorian viewers if you saw that and went, hang on, what are they on about? So it was Marty Hyde. And Hyde has 3 for the game now, as the Victorian All-Stars just burrow their way into the offence.
John Bronkhorst. Oh, nice turn. Nice.
Looks inside.
Dobbo with a great save.
He's made a couple of big saves today, hasn't he?
Yeah, that was a good look, though.
And that was a really good look. And that's a couple of times Myers been seen. This is the bit that I love. You know, they haven't given up on that chase, even though Victoria have the polished skills on them. Ardossi with the ball, and Ardossi with the goal.
Oh.
Just got through sticks there and kept running, and great effort, Ardossi there, to get his first of the day, I believe. And Joshua Ardossi, fantastic run to cage and get your name on the scoreboard, which puts your hand up in the final.
Yeah, Dobbo came with a huge save, though.
That was a massive save from Dobbo.
But it was a good look and good move from the All-Stars as well. Great little look inside.
So Victoria just sneaking out to a 20-2 lead if you've just joined in on the ALN coverage. And g'day to everyone who sent a message.
Oh, lucky that time. Didn't break. Come up with the ball.
Oh, looks down deep. Keeps running. Just feet still.
Quassi.
Feet were still there from Marty Hyde. Just kicking it on, kicking it on. Endeavour, great endeavour out there. Really good endeavour out there. And I think that ball will go to the East Coast All-Stars. And that's the sort of fight that we've seen all day, isn't it?
Yep. Yeah, and that's the good thing about it, and the coach will be happy about it. They just haven't given up all day. They've chased, they've hit, they've pushed, and they've been trying it. They just have not given up all day.
Ian Watson with the ball there, and there's a hold going one way here.
Oh. Back to the All-Stars.
So Watson, you might put it in the hand of a short stick now.
Yeah. Omar's got the
Ian Watson.
duties.
He looks like a big boy too, doesn't he?
Yeah, he is a big boy.
Hey, there's opened up out here.
Oh, Sammy.
So you want to kick up, and there it is. Nice up, and there's one over here.
Oh.
Just want to watch the offside. No. Long sticker that knows his place. I like it. As Bronc Horse just kicks it down the back here.
Stokes.
Kicks it to Stokes. And Stokes should probably move this down towards X, I think. Although he sees
Omar up top.
Omar up the top. And Omar would certainly like to get his name on the scoreboard, I think.
Just kick it on.
Running off. Nice little take there from Bronc Horse. And he's got the Victorian defender
all over him,
wearing him like a cheap suit at the moment.
Kicks it back to Omar.
Nice look, Omar inside, and just a little push off there from River Bradley.
There we go.
And here's the pace. So what's Plummy got? Has Plummy got the motors?
Plummy's
a good defender, isn't
he? Yeah.
I'd think twice about that too if I was
Mercer
heading in towards Plummy. And needs some help here because he's...
Stokesy. Use that bulk, Stokes.
And there's a moving pick. And Stokes just asking what for, but that wasn't you, Jack. Your teammate came in to help there and just set a moving pick. Oh, this... Oh, could have been picked off, but Plummy, fantastic look up the middle. Found Clark. Kicks it down the bottom. Kicks it over. And great ball movement by the Victorian lacrosse team. And Marty Hyde just on the end of another one. So polish, you can see the difference in the polish, can't you? I mean, the skill set, obviously Victoria, but just kicking the ball down there, pass, real quick.
Any defence, it doesn't matter how good we are, with the ball movement like that from Victoria sticks was just crisp, clean. You know, can't ask for much more.
And Marty Hyde on the end of that one, and that's 4 goals to Marty Hyde today for the Victorian lacrosse team, and I'm sure they'll be looking forward to him maybe doing that tomorrow against the West Australian team.
Yeah, I reckon it's going to be an interesting final both tomorrow. Looking forward to it. As long as the rain stays away, it'll be good.
Just flicks it out the back.
Stokes.
No,
that's not Stokes.
No, that's not Stokes. Stokes, he's about to get the ball, I think. No. Stokes, he's just sitting behind Cheadle there.
Yeah.
I didn't know whether Cheadle was a right or lefty because he shot a couple of good lefties here, and he's shot a couple of good righties.
Here we go, Greeny.
And Greeny, they've seen the 2 long sticks, 2 short sticks there, and although Greeny might want it back here, now we might want it back. So the Victorian defence they see what's happening. They've lined him up for coming down the right-hand side because they know he's got turns inside, looks inside, flag down, bounce pass. Oh, that was
Stokes, lovely pick.
I would have been saying to the umpire, that was my bounce pass. That was my bounce pass. And Stokes puts the ball away, but the umpires deemed that to have hit the ground and not be a bounce pass. And we will see a man-up opportunity here for the East Coast All-Stars to see whether they can get another goal on the board. And as I said, they did score 2 the other day, so it'd be nice for them to get on the board here and get another one. And but in a man-up situation, but no backup. No backup at all. Great work from Dobbo there to realise that they didn't have a backup. A good little pickup and a little ping. And Meyer with that one, I think. Just finding that scrappy ground ball and came out of the sticker right, just put it over the top. Not necessarily what the East Coast All-Stars coach would have wanted, though, I suppose, with their man-up opportunity. First pass and a knockdown. It kicks it up to Quast here. Quast with the motors. He's obviously fairly super fit after coming back and winning a championship in the US. Another long stick down there, looking at getting his opportunity. So Lachlan Russell just hanging in there for a second. And again, he says, okay, maybe I won't have my opportunity this time, as he just pops back over the halfway line and lets the attacker and Bramall get down there. Kicks it out there to Lawson. Lawson to Quass. Quass liking what he sees. Little roll back here, and that's the shot. Ooh. Lets one rip. Has back up in there in the form of Ardossi. And Victoria will do some work through Bramall. Just trying to beat him on the side. Might have been almost a ward there. Oh, goalie came out the cage. Showed him a lot of it, and he still just popped it over the top.
Sammy might have been just baiting him a little bit there, I think.
He might have been baiting him. He might have liked that bait, but Quassy on the left, looking inside, well shut down there from the East Coast All-Stars defence. And Ardossi just looking at what his alternatives are. Quass from the top, Quass ripping the top, and Williams just big save again, knew where that one was going loud. And we're going to have the ball taken out here by Adrian White from the East Coast All-Stars. And sometimes this is where they, you know, if they're big, little bit of contact there, but nothing untoward. And Victoria will clear the ball out through Pike. Oh, sorry, that's Ratch. Ratch is going to let me in here. Give me another go. Give me another go. Bramall with the ball. Gives it up, gives it back. And they're certainly pushing the defence to a really low position, Victoria. Really using their bodies to bring the East Coast All-Stars defence right down. It looks up the top. That's well open, and Ardossi just
steps in.
Pops that one home for another one for the Victorian team, and that's his second of the quarter. And second for the game. So Victoria out to a 21-2 lead here. It is about just over 5 minutes. Sorry, 22 to 2. So 2-2 in this game. In the fourth quarter, we've just ticked over with about 5 minutes to go. And all the boys are just looking like they're just going to run this one out here.
Hayley looks like she's just sitting back there, just relaxing on the sideline. Hales?
Just enjoying the end of the game. It's actually getting a little bit sharper as the game goes on, even though I think they've certainly taken the foot off the pedal a bit. Looks like Vics have found their feet a bit more in this last quarter.
Oh, Plumbing with a great pickup. Oh, here we go, Fasty. Clarkey.
Oh. I think he saw spectators at the back there and was having a ping. Hey, yep. And we've got a 30-second hold here on the East Coast All-Stars defender, Adrian White. So Victoria will find themselves in a man-up situation as Hopkinson from the East Coast All-Stars just steps back in, and there's a fair bit of size out there now for that defence. I mean, you look at Ian Watson and
Hoppo.
And Hoppo. They're two-man mountains, I'm telling you, with a long stick. And then Bobby's out there. Bobby Bride.
Oh. Nice BTB.
Yes.
Didn't quite hit it.
Just didn't quite hit that one, but good back up there. And it's Omar. Oh, fantastic. Just baited him to have a look at that and then stepped his body inside. And
another save.
We've said it all day, but he has been on fire. Sam Williams.
Sam the Rock Williams.
Tell you, like with this East Coast All-Stars side just progressing, once that defence gets a bit stronger in front of him, they won't be giving up these big scores. Right,
nice
look inside. Another behind the back.
Another save by Sam.
But just the right position. You'd imagine him with a really good defence in front of him.
Oh.
You know, as these guys come on, he's going to be a rock. To Pike, to Quass. Quass will like that one.
Oh.
So will Williams. Quass like that. Williams here, and there we go. Outlet. Omar to an outlet. Quass going, well, I better do some work.
Oh.
It's a bit of a no look. Need to pick that one up and just keep it in.
Jared.
Oh, bit of soccer skills. World Cup obviously starting very shortly. So
great bit of work there by Alistair Glutney?
Yeah. You are 100% correct there, Lippy. Victoria kicking the ball down. Nice little fake. Kicking it over the other side. Looks up behind the back.
BTB again.
I think I'd put that one away right now. Those 3 BTBs have been eaten up. And I'm sure Williams is out
Oh, big trip.
And I'm sure Williams is out there. There's some flag height. That's what we want to see. I think that's the same referee, just quietly out there with that flag height.
Pikey with a penalty.
We've got a timeout called to East Coast All-Stars. And they will go into a man-up opportunity. But 3 behind the backs there for the Victorian team and 3 big stops from Williams. I actually stopped recording his saves, but I'm going to go back on the video tonight and have a look, because if he hasn't made 20-plus saves today...
Oh, I think he'd made 20 easy.
He's been an absolute rock. He has. As we just get to the last minute 57, I believe, on the clock. Our clock may be slightly ajar, but with a couple of minutes to go, obviously Youngie's called a timeout here just to give his blokes a rest and see if they can't just snag another one in the last 2 minutes.
Going into man up. Hopefully they might be able to get another one.
So Molly just finishing off with his boys there. Everyone's pretty jovial on the Victorian side, as you would expect, with a big final tomorrow against the Western Australian men's state lacrosse team. So they'd like to get this out, and doesn't Tim Kennedy look great there with a red bag just carrying off the drinks? He has done a fantastic job there with Dave Campbell in the box. And the East Coast All-Stars will start in a man-up situation for the last 2 minutes of this game. Score is 22-2. Victoria over the East Coast All-Stars. Oh. Sorry, that might be 23-3. We might have missed one there.
23-2.
23-2. That's right, we said 2-2 before, didn't we? Yep. So apologies for my 2-2 to 2-3. Move the ball, boys. Keep moving the ball. There we go. Keep moving the ball. Keep moving the ball. Omar just with some airtime. Frequent fly points on that one.
Back up there by Jack.
Jack Stokes with the backup. And Jack will bring it back in. And the shooter in Cheadle. Just looking here. That's one. He's going to shoot that. He's got to shoot that. But Dobbo just went,
already down.
Not today. Not today. I've seen your shot from there, and he's put it out in front. And Victoria will snaffle up this one, as Caleb Hall just picks up the ball, looks down. Longy, he's already got one today. He's probably going, where's my other Longy? No one else followed me? Okay, look, we'll give it off to the attackers. I've already scored today, River Bradley. And Bradley doing some great work between the lines for Victoria today.
Nice work by Sean Clark.
Who just then managed to pop it over the top and out of bounds.
So we've got a turnover.
A turnover here with the East Coast All-Stars, and Green about to pick this one up. Sam Green out there, who's done a power of work also for the East Coast All-Stars, and they're looking at doubling the ball. I'd give it to Sammy too, because everything's been in his stick today.
Yep.
There we go. Back to Green. Now we've got one open here. Cheadle's open in the middle. We've got a Longy open up the top. And we've just thrown it out of bounds. And Williams just discussing to his defence that, you know, maybe someone wants to move for me. I've moved for you all day. As Victoria coming down to the final minutes of these games.
Nice look.
And a great look inside. And there we go again. We've got a...
And he's won the ball.
A fantastic job. Fantastic job there from Sam Williams. He is going to be absolutely buggered. And if his ice bath tonight isn't made of beer, something's gone wrong for him, because he deserves a beer tonight. Coaches, just remember that carbo loading is just as important sometimes. And clock is on here. We've got to pick up, and we might have another opportunity for the East Coast All-Stars, who just runs through, needs to move the ball down.
Oh, give it a Bobby.
Give it a Bobby. Give him a crack. Stokes looks through the middle. Green. There we go. Green on the shorty. Wants another one here. Lines up. Just hits his own man.
Just about.
Almost a lobotomy there for him. But as the whistle goes here to finish this this last pool round game in the Australian Lacrosse National Championships between the East Coast All-Stars of Victoria, and Victoria run out comfortable winners in the end, 23-3. But you know what, the score below the game, it was really, really well played by both teams, and the intensity from the East Coast All-Stars was great. Obviously the finesse of Lacrosse Victoria was there to show, and you know, good game all around it.
Yeah, you got to take your hat off to the East Coast All-Stars. I think they didn't give up all day. They pressured hard, rode hard.
All right, as the two teams, we see a couple of replays here. Great little ground ball there. And just stepping inside and rip. Green. There goes Green for that was his second one, I believe. But Victoria,
nice ball movement.
Sweet moving of the ball there.
Yeah.
And Hyde getting another one there. And Williams just baiting him to go offside. As Victoria line up, and there's Dossi with his second between the legs. And but they didn't give up, and little trip there to finish off the game. And as the two teams just having a last-minute chat before their cheers.
Well, the umpires are doing their own cheer, are they, in the middle?
They are. Look at them. They're pleased with each other, and so they should be. They had a fantastic day today. We'll just go through the stats here. So the Victorian side scorers, Lawson with 3. We've got Adossi with 3, as you hear the cheers behind me. Caleb Hall with 1. Marty Hyde with a sneaky little 4, 2 in the last. Peter Quast with 2. River Bradley coming down with a long stick with 1. Cal Gibson with a couple. Tim Ratch with 4. Pius with a couple. Pikey with 1. And for the East Coast All-Stars, their one and only goal scorer was Sam Green with 2 rip-snorting goals for the East Coast All-Stars. So they ran out 23 to 2 winners, as the boys just shaking hands here. Well played game, great spirit by the guys, and the East Coast All-Stars will get a lot out of that, Lippy.
Yeah, they will, and that's the whole idea for these guys to come to the tournament, you know, to take back and to learn from their experience this weekend. It's been good for them. And I think today with their fight and their endeavour just showed that they've got better as the games have gone on.
All right, MVP predictions there. How about we shoot downstairs? What do we reckon, Hale? MVP for both teams? No, Hales is just organising. No, we may have lost our microphone down there. So, Lippy, just shoot to you. Who are your MVPs for this game, mate?
Well, can't go past Sammy the Rock Williams for New South Wales, Queensland.
Yep.
And for Victoria, this is a hard one. Victoria. I might go with. Let me go with number 5, Josh Ardossi.
Okay, well, I'm going against that. I like Marty Hyde's game today. I think his between the lines were excellent, and he finished off a couple of polished, but his ball movement was really good, and I can't go past Sammy Williams right there. He had an outstanding game for the East Coast All-Stars. So we're going to shoot downstairs to the two coaches here. We've got Paul Young and Greg Mollison, respective coaches, as we hand the microphone over. We'll hand the microphone over to them to hear the MVPs live here on the ALN for your lacrosse.
Victoria, thank you so much for a great hit out today. You really pushed my boys. Really appreciate the game that we had. Fantastic effort by my boys. And best of luck to you guys tomorrow. And your MVP today was River Bradley, number 13. Thanks, mate. Thank you. Thank you.
Guys, it was a good game. It's great to see the New South Wales Queensland combination here. You just got to keep trying to grow the game and keep working hard in your states, and things get better. And you get better when you play against better opposition as well. So keep it going. The MVP for the New South Wales Queensland was Josh Green. Sam Green. Sam. Josh is a good-looking one. Sam, well done. Thank you. Thanks very much.
All right, so we've seen the MVPs there, Lip. And, yeah, look, Sam Green had an outstanding game with a couple of goals. Really unlucky, I think, there, Sam Williams in the cage. He had a fantastic game, and maybe I'll buy him a beer tonight because I thought his game was outstanding. And obviously River Bradley for Victoria. What a great game he did have too.
With the long pole just running down, yeah, doing his business.
And had a goal today too, so anytime long stickers come down, but his carry and his defence was really good. So we're just trying to organise a bit of a catch-up with the guys down there. And we should have the MVP for Victoria. Okay. So very shortly we will have the MVP for Victoria, River Bradley, and the game-winning coach Greg Mollison. And Hayley Stefanos will take over the interview. So we are almost ready to go down there. And Hayley, I'll hand it over to you.
We're here with Greg, head coach of Victoria and MVP River Bradley. Greg, obviously a big scoreline today. How will you feel after that result?
Oh, look, our focus was to go through our processes, have a bit of fun, and enjoy the competition against New South Wales and Queensland.
Fantastic. And heading into tomorrow, what will be the focus? Obviously, WA, SA had a big game today. Without giving too much away, what's the game plan tomorrow?
First things first, we'll have a good recovery after this game and just prepare ourselves for what we want to do and provide a good competition tomorrow.
And River, you got a goal today. Did you enjoy your time in the attack line?
It was good fun down there. It was good fun, but you got to be solid defensively, and then you can go out there and have some fun.
Obviously, a fantastic result, undefeated going into tomorrow's game. So good luck in the final against WA.
Thanks, Hayley. Fantastic job down there. And congratulations to Greg Mollison and to River Bradley. So the boys just warming down here, and we will have a bit of a look at the game as we go. But I think we're in the midst of going here. So you know what? We're going to tie it up here. We've got a great day of lacrosse here tomorrow with the finals, both women and men's, WA versus Victoria. We will... on behalf of the ALN Network and the Australian Lacrosse Association, we thank you for tuning in to our live feed. See the finals tomorrow. Get on early. We will be here. I think we're broadcasting 3 games tomorrow. And so if you've got nothing to do, turn your computer on, sit down, send us some messages, and we'd love to hear from you while we're going. So on behalf of myself, Tony Watts, and my co-commentator, Linton Arscott, we thank you for watching the Australian Lacrosse Network.
Let's go then. Okay.